The movie starts in a city called Venice, where Cyrus, the gang leader, was going to participate in auction, which was happening in London at the same time. Camila, who was a pilot and a part of Cyrus's team, was waiting outside in a boat. She was in touch with Cyrus, as all the team members was having ear devices to communicate. Cyrus and Denton, one of his team members, entered the auction hall and went to their seats. Misun, who was a hacker, was inside the hall as a security officer. She was also a part of Cyrus's team. Luke, who was an engineer, and Magnus, master of cracking the safe, was in London to steal the painting. Both of them was the part of Heist crew. Abby, a police officer, was checking everything through the cameras to make the auction go on smoothly. In the auction hall, it was the turn of N8, a digital artist arts auction called as NFT. Cyrus was distracting Abby to make Van Gogh's painting theft. The opening bid for NFT was 12 million, given by Cyrus, which increased to 13 million from London then. Molson, a rich art collector, gave a bid of 16.5 million, which was increased by Denton, but Cyrus bought the NFT for 20 million. As NFT was sold, the same movement, Cyrus ordered Misun to make the action. Lights were down and there was red alert. Next movement, everybody was running outside. Magnus in London entered the art collection safe. Misun went to N8 and said sorry for inconvenience. Cyrus got them and said, I paid 20 million and I want my NFT. Misun and Cyrus took N8 with them and went outside. Abby alerted her secret team members and went to catch Cyrus. Abby entered the auction hall, but Cyrus was out with N8. Magnus cracked the safe and took Van Gogh's painting. Abby inspected the area and asked that why Cyrus was there. He is not enough rich to buy NFT. N8, Cyrus and Misun went to the boat. Camila started the boat and went away. Abby came out to solve the puzzle. As she saw N8 with Cyrus, she got that what is happening. She called the boat and started chasing them. Cyrus saw her and gave a taunting smile. Misun turned on the fire alarm by hacking, and a boat interrupted Abby's boat and she left behind. Abby came out and took another boat to caught them. Camila increased the speed of boat, on which N8 asked that are you sure that we are safe? Misun hacked and opened the underwater gates to block the Abby's way. They went out and Abby's left behind the gates. They went on the yacht. Cyrus said to N8 to put off his mask and get relaxed. Then he paid 20 million to N8 and his bank account showed that amount. Then they did celebration for it on the yacht. Abby was in her office room with her coworker watching the footage to get clues. As she watched the footage keenly, she saw Denton and took him as a suspect. A female new reporter was reporting that the famous digital artist N8 is missing from last night during the auction, and his own camera captured it. Another news reporter said to report the local police as you got any clue about him. Next morning, as N8 woke up, Misun and Camila showed him the news that he is missing. At that movement, N8 felt that he was kidnapped. Cyrus asked him, do you feel like you're kidnapped? And he replied, no. N8 asked that why did they kidnap him, and Cyrus replied that I and my team are great lovers of art, but we never lifted an NFT. N8 said that it means you are thieves. Cyrus denied and said we save artwork from undeserving people. Camila continued it and said I took part for tour. Cyrus said that my team rescued Van Gogh in London. N8 said you bought NFT, I saw transaction. Misun interrupted and told him that it was not real, but Cyrus told him that they sold Van Gogh for $20 million in black market, which could be enough to recover his NFT. N8 asked then why you kidnapped me. Cyrus replied to make hype, which will increase NFT's rate. Misun showed them that its rate increased to $89 million, which was incredible. And all of them, including N8, celebrated this achievement of world's first NFT's heist. Suddenly, Cyrus asked for Denton. Abby was reading Denton's file in front of Denton. Abby showed him his picture with Cyrus, on which he claimed that he didn't met this man in his life. Abby told him about all the crimes that he and his friends did. At this time, a police officer came with a box in which Cyrus's auction card and their old pictures during the relationship were placed. Abby told officer that they are going to London along with Denton. Abby was in London in the building of Interpol along with her colleagues and was asking about Denton. An officer called her and said that he wants to talk to her about something lonely. Huxley told him about Lars Jorgensen, a billionaire who is working with a hacking group Leviathan to flood Europe, by which he will get benefited by stock manipulation. He told her that millions or maybe billions of people will die due to this. He told her that they will take help from Cyrus in order to make his records clean, including his crew. As Jorgensen has arranged the gold bullion to pay Leviathan, which could not be traced, and he'll transport this gold shipment from his vault in London to Zurich by a commercial airline. Cyrus and his team will steal that shipment. Huxley told her to join Cyrus's team to give them a support as she belongs to Interpol. Abby refused, but as he insisted, she said that Cyrus will not agree to do this, but he assured her that he will not say no. Abby went to Cyrus and he took her inside the home. He asked her for a drink, but she said she'll take her own. Cyrus said you look good, but she was avoiding him. Abby tried to make him feel ashamed over stealing NFT and Van Gogh painting, but he didn't feel it. Abby said you didn't make art, you just stole it. Cyrus asked her about Paris, but she said that she is not going to discuss it with him. Abby said it was just an accident, and she was undercover. Cyrus asked that if she is there to arrest him, but Abby replied, no, I'm here to make a deal. Cyrus astonished and said a deal. She told him that they have to steal gold which worth $500 million. She told him about Lars and asked, do you know him? He said, yes, I know. He kills the ones who steals from him or don't steal from him. It's hard part for me. Abby told him about the deal that all of them would get clean, past and present in return of this deal. They will be able to spend normal lives with their loved ones and can do whatever they want freely. Otherwise, Denton will die in jail. Cyrus said about her role. She said her role is to make you agreed on this deal. He replied that her role in the team, she refused, and said Interpol will not allow her. Cyrus said if she is not going to be a part of it, there will be no deal. Cyrus was convincing his team, but they were not agreed to go this except Magnus. Anyhow, Cyrus convinced them. Denton also joined them, and Abby started briefing them about the gold bars. She said that they have to disappear the gold bars after takeoff or before landing means in the air. Camila said it's impossible, but Magnus denied her. Cyrus said, I'm with you, Camila, but it's better to go to jail. It's just lift other lifts. Cormac opened a building door. A man was hung upside down there. Jorgensen was on video call and said to shut the mouth of that caught man and ordered Cormac to feed the dog. Abby asked Cyrus about the plan. Means they are resting when they'll make the plan. He told her to not worry about it. Anyhow, they started debating over past accident, Cyrus, that why you care about rules so much. She told him her childhood story, which she concluded to dream big. She didn't achieve her goal, but she went to Interpol, which is much better. The crew was deciding that what to do because they are not going to hijack the plan. Cyrus said they need a private jet to take the gold. Meeson told him 2 private jet owners whom he refused, but he liked the Mawson's private jet. They went to him to take jet, but he refused as he said it's a masterpiece and so expensive too, but Cyrus said that he'll request N8 to make a unique NFT for him, on which he agreed to give them his private jet. He also showed them the features of the jet, which was amazing. Everyone was doing preparation for the theft. Magnus was having problem because the laser light can get distracted due to turbulence. Cyrus got that they need a stabilizer to fix this problem. Camila was also preparing for flying the jet. Luke was also busy and was there to use NFT by doing some changes in structure. Denton was busy in choosing his costume and also there to tease him by talking about Abby. Meeson was bussing with her hacking. She told them that without PSI they cannot do anything because without PSI air traffic control will see 2 planes on radar moving on top and bottom, and there the game will end. Abby and Cyrus went to a cafe in Brussels where they met Harry, officer of air traffic control, and made a deal for $1 million to make the glitches so that the jet will not be visible on radar. Huxley texted Abby and called them for a meetup. He told Abby and Cyrus that Jorgensen has reduced the time of gold transportation and now you have 10 days only. Cyrus said that we are out. We are not prepared for this. They were debating each other, but Abby stopped both of them and told them that it's something about innocent people who will die. Abby and Cyrus came back where everybody was watching flood news on TV in which reporter told that 13 people are dead. Cyrus told his crew that they only had 10 days for lift and they should walk away. Abby stopped him to say this, but he said, I'll be there, but I don't want to force them because we are not prepared for it. Denton refused to left Cyrus alone, and after him, everybody refused to leave him alone and decided to save innocent people from dying in flood. In the next 10 days, they worked hard and achieved their goals. Magnus was able to crack the safe in less than 10 minutes. Camlia was able to fly the jet on the right angel. On the day of lift, Cyrus and Abby was inside the airport of London. Abby, Denton, Cyrus, Magnus, Meeson, and Cormac were on the plane. Gold bars were sealed in the safe inside the place on its bottom. Air hostess welcomed the passengers on flight. Cyrus asked Abby that if she is nervous. She replied, yes, I'm very nervous. Cyrus checked everybody online through the ear device, but Luke was missing. He called Luke, and he refused to came. Meeson said that Luke was going to turn on PSI, without which I'll be unable to hack the system, and it will work only if it's in 30 meters. Cyrus said that now somebody else have to do that. Abby said that she will do. Camila was in the jet. She turned on the system and take off. Misun said that there are guards of Jorgensen, 2 in the business class and 3 in the economy. Cyrus ordered them to stay alert. Misun left his seat and Cormac suspected her and Magnus went to toilet. The air traffic control office briefed the pilots. Camila got the location of the Airbus on her jet's radar. Abby went to the economy washroom and took the components of PSI. She came back. Vaxby kept his eye on her. She went to business washroom and assembled the components, turned it on, but the device fell down and broken. Cyrus came and Abby said she may need his help. As they were trying to fix the device, Camila was about to reach the Airbus. Misun told them that time is less. At this movement, Vaxby came and started knocking the door. Camila came down the Airbus and finally linked to it, but there were 2 planes which was radar showing in the air traffic control office. Londoner came to the Harry and asked for 2 planes, to which he said it's just a glitch. Camila launched the drone and went away. Harry told the pilots that the weather of Zurich is not good, so they will not be able to land on Zurich. They are going to land on Cortina, the nearest airport, which Captain announced to the passengers. Jorgensen's henchmen activated after this announcement. Magnus took the cylinder from Denton and went to the gold storage. He prepared himself, got the code which Misun cracked for him, and opened the door, which made turbulence on plane. Jorgensen's henchmen prepared the weapons and hijacked the plane on which Abby and Cyrus rescued the staff and passengers. There was consistent turbulence on plane. Pilots did a non-smooth landing on Cortina Airport. After them, Camila also landed on the same airport. Cormac got Abby and Cyrus and took them to check the gold storage. Magnus was also caught. Cormac got Jorgensen's phone call, who was asking about the gold, and told him that his man on Zurich Airport told him that they got a drone there. Cormac briefed him about the situation and told him that they are coming soon as the thief provided a plane to them. Jorgensen ordered him to take the lift crew with them. Abby told Cormac that Interpol will be looking for them, but he refused to listen to her. Camila told Cormac that this plane cannot fly with much weight. Cormac left Magnus on ground and took the rest of them with him. On Cortina railway station, Huxley was waiting for them. Stefano came in him about the situation. He said that the plane is on airport, but they took few passengers and gold with them on a private jet. Huxley ordered him to locate them. Roth was in the pilot's cabin with Camila and Cormac was outside with Abby and Cyrus. Camila flew the plane at wrong angle in order to take of the stacked iron pieces to send signal to the air traffic control system, and succeeded. Stefano told Huxley about Jet's location, which was seemed to be going towards Tuscany, where was Jorgensen's villa was located. Huxley ordered to shoot down the plane and reported as a terrorist plane. Fighter jet flew to shoot the jet plane. Leviathan leader went to Jorgensen's villa and asked for gold, on which he said that gold will be here in 1 hour. Fighter jets tried to communicate the jet plane, otherwise they will shoot the plane. Harry told to Army Base Air Traffic Control Officer that there are civilians on board, which was reported to Huxley. Again, Huxley ordered to shoot down the plane. Cyrus took an instant action and Roth's gun fallen. Now Abby and Cyrus were fighting with Roth and Cormac. Camila turned the plane upside down and contacted the fighter jets that there are civilians hostages on board. After the confirmation officer ordered them to came back down. Roth said Camila to land the aircraft, on which she suddenly pulled the lever and the plane started falling down. Abby got the remote anyway and opened the door. Cormac fell out in result. Abby and Cyrus went to the pilot cabin and tried to control the plane, but one on the iron plate damaged the plane, which caused the crash landing of plane in the villa of Jorgensen. Abby, Cyrus, and Camila were safe. Guards of Jorgensen caught them. He asked about Cormac. Leviathan leader checked and told that one of them is from Interpol. The deal is cancelled now. Jorgensen shoot her on leg, but still she refused to continue the deal. Jorgensen killed her. He asked for Interpol agent and Cyrus said, He was about to shoot him, but police arrived. Jorgensen said they was intruders. I was protecting my property, but Cyrus said me son to play the footage in which he shoots the gang leader. Jorgensen was arrested. Stefano told Abby that Huxley ordered to shoot down the plane. Abby punched Huxley and didn't listen any of his explanation. She resigned from Interpol and joined Cyrus's crew. After weeks later, Abby and Cyrus was going in the car, where he told her that he has something to tell her. He told her the second part of plan in which they made fake golden bars, swiped them with real golden bars in the plane and ejected them from the plane, which Luke handled to take up safely. Now they were having real gold. Everybody was happy and met each other warmly. Abby and Cyrus continued their relationship happily.